What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Option Select Podcast, episode 228. We are here to celebrate a great passing of a company known as Blizzcon. I'm just playing.
What?
It's a podcast where we talk about entertainment and video gaming news. Lots of stuff for me this week, man. Lots of stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah. But we start off
I don't believe you, but all right.
every podcast with how our weeks were in review. Joined by Mr. OS Chameleon right here. I'm OS Onslaught. Let's get to it, brother. Tell me how your week was. What's up? This one's got the hiccups.
The dog? The little dog?
Yeah. Oh, we have a new addition to the family. Her name is Ellie.
As you can see.
This is
or for some of
Ellie.
you, y'all can see.
There's Ellie right
It's a
there.
little doge.
If you're watching the video, she's right here. She's got the hiccups right now. She's yawning. High ties. Had a hard
hard
day,
life, bro.
not doing jack shit.
Pooping wherever they want to poop.
Yep, little shit ass.
Must be nice, bro.
I wish I could just shit wherever I want.
Wherever, dude. Just wherever.
Don't look at me with that face.
Ooh.
Anyway, how was your week, brother? Talk to me.
It was good. Played a little bit of Apex. A new season started. Haven't had time to play the actual new champion. But again, just getting back into the groove of things.
What's the new champion's name?
Conduit.
What do they do?
I think for my birthday,
There we go.
I'm gonna just redo.
Hello. Okay. Stupid fucking Windows stopped recognizing my USB for some reason. Anyway,
Nice.
for your birthday, you're gonna do what?
For my birthday, I was gonna redo my whole setup or whatever for like streaming. Like get an actual, like right now I don't have a camera. Do I have a camera? No, I don't have a camera. I want to get a camera, an actual mic, but have everything. But I'm gonna need you to like go over it with me.
What are you
like
What are you doing in there? What are you
so
doing?
I can like set up the actual stream. So Travis can watch me fucking
die
be bad at
in,
video games.
in Apex Legends.
Yeah.
So you were okay. So we're talking about Conduit, right? My
Conduit,
bad.
yes.
Thank you, Travis, for help there. I don't know. It unrecognized my my USB for some reason. Like nothing else froze up. It was just the USB for some reason. What are you
Interesting.
doing?
Eating something, bro.
She's eating the couch. So her class's support. She can craft unrecovered or expired ally banners at replicators.
Mm.
She can access the hidden loot and blue extended supply bins for healing and survival items. Her tactical ability, she could send a surge of energy to a teammate, generating temporary shields for them and conduit when in danger. Got savior speed. Phoebe, move. Which she gains a burst of speed when running towards a teammate out of tactical range.
Oh, nice.
It's her passive. And her ultimate is she gets to deploy an array of shield jamming devices which damage and slow enemies.
Oh, I've seen her do that.
Okay.
I just run through them. It does nothing for us. So I was like, I just run through it. I'm like, oh, nothing's happening. Okay. All right, cool. Again, support characters. I mean, I don't play too many support characters other than Lifeline. Like,
Lifeline's my go-to.
She's the fucking best.
She's the GOAT.
And she's like the worst support character, apparently.
She's the GOAT, bro.
She's gonna get revamped. No. Her old school shit was badass, but
I just don't like the care package. I never cared for the care package.
yeah, that's the thing they're changing. Like it's not that cool. And
But the
she
fact
used
that
to
she
have
can
a thing where
revive-
she'd throw the heal thing to res you,
Yeah.
and it used to put a shield up,
Right.
but that was too powerful.
Oh, they got rid of that?
Yeah,
Oh,
the shield's
okay.
no longer there. She could still just throw a thing out and res
Oh,
a person,
lame.
but I think they want to change it to where, let's say both teammates are down, you can only do one at a time. Now she'll throw it down and it'll start resing both at the same time.
Right.
So again, those changes are coming later.
If you
for
don't
sure.
stop eating my damn couch.
But again, I just fooled around on Apex Legends. Again, I was playing a little bit of season 2 or season 3 of Diablo.
Okay.
Season 3, yeah. It's all right. I played a rogue. They
been playing
kill
Druid.
so quickly. It's like, god damn.
I've been playing Druid.
Yeah, I tried to Druid. This shit was slow. I think this shit's okay, hella boring, dude. But yeah, I just bounced around between those two if I wasn't watching Suits this week.
Suits?
Yeah, this has been a weird week.
Hey.
I don't know. It's like I had no energy or desire to do anything when I get home. You know. But,
Go ahead. Sorry, I was
that's
just trying
pretty
to
much all I did.
trying to give her a toy so she's not tearing up my damn couch.
Nah, fuck that couch.
Fuck yo couch.
Fuck your couch.
There she goes. She's tearing up the toy.
I did watch the UFC last night. Boring. Glad I didn't pay for that shit.
It wasn't a pay-per-view anyway.
No, it wasn't a pay per view, but I mean, it was still on like ESPN or something shit. So fuck them. watched the beginning of the race today before I went to go hang out with the guys. We played some Commander.
Ooh, who won?
I did.
Oh, you did.
I did. Yeah.
Is that true, Travis? Did he actually win?
But I think I was playing the thing. I was playing the some of the stuff. I played it wrong. Like when I took Travis out, I didn't have flying, but I don't think in the end it mattered. But at one point, Travis had a fucking field of just all kinds of shit, and then David had a field of all kinds of shit. Ian was trying his best. No, he had some stuff. He had some stuff too. But again, it was just one game, and like the three of them haven't played in like years.
Yeah, I haven't played since we all lived together.
Exactly, like years, and I haven't played in like over a year. You know, it's been longer than a year. And like, so still had to like try to remember certain shit. I'm like, what the fuck? But I definitely want to do it again. And like I said, I have like 20 decks to play with. Like, we could definitely do it. But Travis is pushing me to be he wants me to DM a campaign. So
Yeah,
I'm probably going to work on that this week for sure. And I think the next date was sometime like early December. That way it gives me a little time to play around.
I mean, you had a whole month. Let's be real.
Huh?
You had a whole month
Of what?
to get ready for this weekend.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I totally forgot until I got that message. I was like, oh yeah, we did agree to hang out.
He didn't forget.
Yeah, it was good. Like, fuck, I need somebody to fucking remind me of this shit, dude. My brain don't work.
You know
like
what
it
I
used
forgot
to.
today was? The 5th of November.
Oh yeah.
I need to watch V for Vendetta on my way out.
Fuck, can't stand that movie.
That
dude.
movie's so good.
It's not.
Get out of my house.
It's not. I'd rather watch the 1980s action flick Barbarians. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. Although I do want to make a cube now with the guys. If we continue this once a month kind of hanging out thing, I definitely wouldn't mind putting a cube together and just having us draft some shit and just goof off, have fun. But definitely do it on a Saturday night. But yeah, that's pretty much my week. I did watch a little bit of coverage of BlizzCon. And yeah, that's
We'll get to that.
Oh, for sure, we'll get to that. That was my week as far as entertainment goes.
Yeah, man. This week was pretty chill. I 100% platinumed Spider-Man 2. Spoodermans.
Spooder.
I sent you those shoes. I was like, yo, these Miles Morales shoes are pretty dope. And then they released them on Friday, and I bought them.
Fucking ad, bro.
Because I love ads in my video games.
Yeah, me too.
I bought them. Let's see. I played some Diablo 2 or Diablo 4 as well.
Nice.
Diablo 2.
Yeah.
But I did play a little bit of that. I'm on like level 20 or something like that. I'm kind of just slow rolling it.
Yeah.
I played some Sniper Elite 5 today with my boy Carlos.
That looked good. Like visually, that game was
It's
good.
gorgeous.
I'm like, holy shit.
Gorgeous. We were playing that. We did like a mission. So like one mission, you start off like brand new, fresh, right? So like they drop you somewhere, right?
Mhm.
And they're like, okay, go do this thing, right?
Yeah.
You have one objective. And so as you're making your way through the objective, like trying not to get caught and ambushed and whatever, right? You'll come across like some intel, and the intel will be like, oh, they're generating some weapons or something out of this place. So you got to go off the path and go do that, like in a little side objective or whatever. And
That's
a lot of
cool.
that happens like while you're traversing through the landscape, because the maps are huge, dude. Like the first map that we played, we were there for like almost 2 hours, like straight up just going through it. Like it was go here and sabotage this submarine, and then go here and then find this person who's like a person of interest or whatever, right? So we were on it for like 2 hours, and back in my finger, oh, and it hurts. Fighting me. We were playing a little bit of that, but like while you're playing co-op, you can be invaded by enemy snipers.
Damn.
So the game is pretty generous with like the checkpoints and the saves or whatever. Like it's pretty generous with that. So you don't really have to like worry about it too much.
Right.
But like at the same time, it's annoying because, they'll pop up being invaded by an enemy sniper.
It doesn't show you like where on the map or anything.
Nope. They can come from anywhere, just like you, like as a sniper, right? That's why it gets pretty tripped out. And then, But like there is a phone that you can pick up and call. It's like, hey, where's that sniper at? And they'll tell you, oh, but they'll only show you the location, like where they were at like 10 seconds ago, and it just
Oh,
stayed that one spot stays there or whatever.
okay. Like last
Last
known
known
location.
whenever you called, right?
Okay. Damn.
So yeah, it gets a little intense. It gets fun. So we're just kind of like gaming on that because we wanted to play a little co-op game or whatever. Stop trying to jump off the couch, mama. Stop. I'm gonna hold you right. Better stop. I'm gonna go put you up. Go put you up. You better stop. We were playing that. Last night I picked up a game called Jusant. Jusant on Game Pass. And I completed it today, but it was a relaxing, like mountain climbing game where you just try to get to the top of this thing. It's like 6 chapters, all pretty chill. What are you biting at?
Balls.
So yeah, I played Jusant, and I gotta admit, man, I liked it a lot. I liked it a lot. It was like 4 or 5 hours of gameplay. Nothing too crazy. I'm gonna go put you away.
The dog's wilding out, bro.
She's wilding, bro. Hey, calm yourself down. Little puppies, dude, they got so much energy, bro. Trying to get away so bad.
Jeez.
Nope. If you jump down, I'm gonna go put you up, Phoebe. No,
Ooh.
Phoebe, no. Get back. I want to see what they do. What the fuck was that?
Is that the little dog?
That was a little dog. You better not jump down. I swear to God. But better stop. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
God damn, dude.
No, ma'am. You're going away. No. What the fuck are you doing?
What the hell? All right, I'll fill the air. So this one time at band camp, but not for real. I don't know. Cute ass dog. What time? What do you mean?
Okay. So I gotta send that to Alice because she's gonna die laughing.
14.
I can't believe she stepped up to her like that.
Yeah, dude. That dog ain't fucking about it, dude. She's fucking about it, dude. She's from H-Town.
What you about to do? I had to close the door too. I'm gonna yelp. She's in her kennel right now. Anyway,
Getting abused.
sorry about that. So we also got a new dog who's currently being trained. She's probably like 7 weeks old or something.
Damn.
She's super young. So, but the fact that she just stepped up to Phoebe,
Yeah.
hilarious.
Got it, bro.
But I told Alice whenever we got her, I said if she ever
Attack
Phoebe and her,
Phoebe.
if Phoebe and them don't get along,
Fucking bitches, dude.
that dog's got to go.
Ooh, bet you won't.
Because Phoebe don't go. She's OG.
She's got tenure.
She's the goat. She's got tenure here, right, Mama?
And she's old as fuck.
You better not be fighting them dogs. You were good though. You didn't bark. Barked at you. Growled at you. So anyway,
It's my turn. She's a puppy too.
all right. Come on, over here. Over here on this side. Thank you. Oh my gosh. She's like, I wanted my spot on the podcast. Dad."
Right?
So anyway, we got the dog Thursday night. Alice went and got the dog Thursday night. One of her coworkers gave it to her.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Her name is Ellie. This is Phoebe. Girl. And what was I talking about? Oh, Jusant.
Snipe. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just saw.
Jusant is like a mountain climber, basically. Nothing crazy. It's like no enemies, no pressure. It's just a nice little chill climb up this giant tower, basically. 6 chapters. Like I said, 4 hours long. I liked it a lot. Probably my favorite indie game this year.
Better than Hi-Fi Rush?
That's not an indie game. That's Bethesda. That wasn't an
You're
indie
right.
game.
You're
That
right.
wasn't an indie game. That was a AAA studio making a AA game. Basically what it was.
Something they can't make.
But they did it. They did a good
Oh.
job. They did a good job on it.
Okay.
What else did I play this week? Spider-Man 2, Croissant, Sniper Elite 5.
Croissant. Croissant.
Croissant. Man. I got sorry, that little dog was distracting the shit out of me. Now I lost my train of thought.
Very professional of you.
I know, bro. Okay. I did watch a lot of stuff though.
Okay.
I was laid up in bed for a few days.
Is it COVID?
Yeah. So I finished Across the Spider-Verse, the second one,
Mm-hmm.
because I'd stopped watching like 40 minutes left because Alice had like some shit going on.
Okay.
So I just never went back and finished it. So
Yeah.
I finally went back and finished it.
Pretty good, right?
It's pretty damn good. I caught up on The Morning Show, which is
Jennifer
an Apple
Aniston?
TV. Yeah, Apple TV show, really good. I caught up on the Jersey Shore Family Vacation as well. You know, I did that. I finally caught up and not finished, but like caught up on What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah.
Fucking phenomenal show. And after I finished What We Do in the Shadows, on autoplay was Archer. So I started rewatching Archer from the beginning because I haven't seen it in years, and
So-
like I'm watching season 1, like I don't remember anything except for like the first episode,
Yeah.
and I'm like
Pretty good.
I'm dying laughing.
It's
I'm
good.
like, fuck, this show's so good. Alice doesn't like it, so I never went back and finished it. I watched the movie Fast X.
Why?
I don't know, because I've seen them all. I might as well keep watching them anyway,
Got to collect them all, dude.
right? Oh, I also watched Saw X. That one was actually really good.
And the next is Jason X.
But Saw X was really good though. It was really good.
Then
It
you
takes
finish
place.
it off with Triple X.
It takes place between Saw 1 and Saw 2.
Okay, that's whack.
Why,
Those movies are whack, all of them.
bro?
Saw's whack, dude.
You're out of your mind, bro.
I never enjoyed them. The first like 2 were good, I guess.
This takes place in between those two.
Sure,
The first
I
two were-
believe you, but the first 2 were good, but too much bullshit.
Yeah.
The story just, I guess, he had an apprentice or something. I'm like, whatever, dude. So dumb. Or the daughter did it or some shit.
Yeah, I think you might need to go back and rewatch.
No, because I know it was the old man.
Yeah.
Then it's like somebody else took over for him.
Yeah.
Then he comes back. Like, it's dumb, dude. Convoluted.
Yeah. Watched a lot of media this week as well. I saw 1FC on Friday night.
Mhm.
It was on Amazon Prime. I was just searching through. I watched Invincible episode 1, season 2.
I need to watch that tonight.
Yeah? You didn't
Yeah.
watch it?
I didn't watch it, bro.
Spoiler alert.
He's invincible.
It's great.
Oh, yeah.
He's invincible also. Really good.
Is Cat Beast on there?
Who?
Cat Beast?
No. They didn't even mention that person.
He was in the first season.
I know, for like one episode, like half of an episode.
He was in there for like 2-3 episodes.
Was he?
Yeah, dude, whatever.
He wasn't even mentioned, dude. Like he never existed. The brothers are back. I like those brothers. The twins or the clones.
Any other Viltrumites show up yet?
Who?
Viltrumites? Omni-Man's people?
No.
No? Guess we got a long way to go.
We got a long ways to go.
Yeah.
So I did watch Invincible. I think that's about it. Like I watched a lot more than what I played, but I mean I completed 2 games this week. Right,
Okay.
Spider-Man and Jusant,
Just so.
and I'm gonna complete Sniper Elite 5 with my buddy Carlos. We've been playing the whole thing co-op.
Are you though?
Pretty fun, man. Got Liza P on standby. I've been working on Assassin's Creed Valhalla as well this week. I realized how much I hate that fucking game. Like,
Wow.
it's just the maps are just too big.
It's big. It's
Too
a big
big.
ass map. There's a
There's
lot of little
too
things
much.
that do collect.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you know me, I can't not. The only thing that I haven't done, the only like out of all the territories and story arcs that I've completed, what I haven't done is like, oh, go get 10 of these fish and bring the fish here.
Oh yeah.
I'm not doing those.
Yeah.
It's like I'll skip.
I
right
hated
over it.
raiding. Like the most Viking thing to do is raid.
Right.
And they just made it not cool in
Why?
that game. I don't know. It's like you're on your little skiff and then you just hit the beach and then start raiding. It's like, what? Like, and more often than not, like my shit would glitch out. If my game ever glitched out, it was always during a raid.
Yeah,
Like,
same.
I was like, oh god,
They-
this
they-
wasn't good.
You couldn't open the door because everybody was like not
Because
helping
everybody's
you.
fighting and nobody's helping you open the door. Yeah, or open the coffin or the chest. Yeah, mine would always glitch out right there, dude. I was like, that's fucking dumb.
Yeah,
But as far as the combat, I enjoyed the combat. It's
combat's good. It's basic.
But you're right. There
Attack,
was a
heavy
lot
attack.
of shit. Dude. I didn't chase no musical notes. I know that. Had, like,
I'm doing
shit-
all that.
Like I fucking hated that shit, dude.
All of that. So I've been playing a little bit of that, touching up on, and I'm playing that one exclusively on the Series X. I own 2 copies. I own PC and Series X, but
Mm,
on Series X I have all the DLC because it was like 80% off one
yeah.
day, and I just picked it up. I was like, oh, I guess this is where I'm playing it forever now.
Yep. Forever and
Because
ever.
I picked it up originally on the Series S whenever I had it,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, oh, I'm gonna try this one as my first like next gen
Yeah.
because that was the first console I had. And I was playing through it, and then I was like, fuck this, I got a 3090. I should be playing this on PC, and so I bought it
Yeah.
again for PC. So I have to complete it just out of like,
Cause you got it. Yeah.
no,
I
no,
beat
no,
the main story.
not just I bought the game full price 2
Mm-hmm.
times,
Yeah.
right? And then I
Yeah.
bought the DLC, and then I spent extra money on the little armor.
I only bought
of
one
the,
armor.
I bought one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Which ones did you get?
The death looking one.
Oh, okay, I got the Oni set.
Oh, I definitely didn't get that one.
It says every time that you hit, oh, if you have both swords equipped, then you have max attack speed and you crit more. Basically,
Damn.
it's busted.
Yeah.
It's busted.
No, I had the one where it was using
A flail.
a flail.
I had that one. That's
the
a
I
good
have,
one.
Yeah.
And then they released a Monster Hunter set as well, which is weird because Capcom has nothing to do with Ubisoft
Wild.
whatsoever. But they released a Monster Hunter set in there. It was like, oh, Monster Hunter set. All right,
I grabbed all the. Is that the one with the 4 mythic weapons?
I don't know. I don't think so. No.
No, I'm thinking the other one, Odyssey. But I got Mjolnir.
Yep.
Mjolnir.
So I played a little bit of that. Super Mario Brothers Wonder. I was all over the fucking place this week. I've just been doing a couple levels here and there because
Yeah.
like for some reason that game is great. It is great, but for like platforming is repetitive to me. Like just running to the right the
Yeah.
entire time. So like I'll do like 4 or 5 levels and I'm like, okay, I'm done. And then I'll do like a couple days later, I'll do 4 or 5 levels. Oh, okay, I'm done. And I just take a break from it. That's where I've been at on that one as of right now. So I did connect my VR headset. I played a little bit of Beat Saber. I haven't played in a while. And now with the 4090, I'm able to push the graphics up a little bit higher. The 3090 just wasn't cutting it back then.
Oh, back then, okay.
So now I've got the 4090 and it's pushing 120 frames to the headset, and I can play in the other room now, which is really good. So like that big open area behind the couch, in between the wall and the couch,
Right.
I just set that up as my safe area, and I was playing like Half-Life Alyx for like one mission, basically. I need to actually finally complete that game, but it's mad fun. It's mad fun, and then a little bit of Beat Saber here and there, just a couple levels, just to test the headset and whatnot. But I've got Resident Evil 4 downloaded on that. I want to go through that at some point this year as well because I've already done the remake and I need to play through the original, which I've never done. So I've got some stuff I'm working on, man. I'm working through a lot of stuff. Oh, another game I played. I cloud streamed F1 Manager to the Steam Deck. So I was just
Okay.
setting up the Steam Deck. I was like, oh, I'm gonna try out the cloud gaming or whatever. So I tried that out, and I did one Grand Prix. And it gave me so much fucking anxiety because I picked McLaren, and we all know where McLaren started 2023 at.
Yep.
Back of the fucking pack, right? And that's
Yeah.
exactly where the fuck they were at. So we did Bahrain, right? Did the first GP of the year. Lando ends up in the simulation through me in the simulation because it simulates every fucking lap.
Oof.
So you could sit through an entire Grand Prix and watch each driver and like manage each driver. You can actually
Nice.
do that. Right? It's cool as fuck. But you have to manage sponsorships. You have to manage aero parts.
So you don't do any of the actual driving?
None of the actual driving.
Really? So
Really.
it's like franchise mode for
franchise
football.
mode. Exactly that.
What?
And it's on Game Pass. It's actually pretty cool, man.
But is there a way to like, I guess, start a new like a campaign or whatever they want to call it, and then have the drivers end up on a different team?
Yes. You can get rid of anybody and hire anybody that you want.
Oh, I didn't know it was like that. I might actually try that.
He's like, I might actually get in on it.
Yeah. Only because that's what I enjoy doing in the football games.
Right. So you have to manage the sponsorships.
Yep.
You have to manage your drivers.
Mhm.
You have to manage how your drivers feel about the track and the setup. You have to manage the tires. You have to manage the gas. You have to manage the battery. You have to manage every fucking little thing about the race. You have to do qualies, practice, everything. You sit through it all. You don't have to.
Right, but you can't.
You can, which is Really fucking cool to like just do a stream. Like, oh, I'm gonna do a F1 a manager race or whatever. You just set up the Grand Prix, you go to the Grand Prix weekend, and you just do that'll be your entire stream, but you got to sit through the entire like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
but still, that's
pretty
badass.
fucking cool. So yeah, so I looked up at the Bahrain results. Piastri DNF'd because that was the steering wheel
Yes.
thing. Remember that?
hmm
And then Norris came in 16th. So in my game, nobody DNF'd. Piastri came in last. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter,
Might as
right?
well DNF.
And Lando came in 14th. So he was 2 places up. So it was like literally
Almost the same.
almost the exact same result with me managing and not. It's pretty tripped out. Like you manage everything, the strategies, the tires, the gas, the batteries, everything. You manage everything about the fucking race. I'll
It's
show it
on
to you.
Steam.
It is on Steam, yeah,
On Steam.
but it's on Game Pass, the newest one,
Oh, okay.
2023.
Oh, really?
It's on,
Okay.
yeah, it's on Game Pass. If you still have Game Pass,
I do.
so I played all of that. Like I did the entire Grand Prix, and it took so it like as the training or whatever. Practice gets simulated. Qualies I ran through, and then the actual race I ran through. So it took me 2.5, 3 hours of gameplay
Jeez.
just to do one Grand Prix. Like I said, you could skip it all,
Yeah.
but I didn't. I
That's not
wanted
fun.
to see how it was. Like you can
Yeah.
multiply the speed, I think, times 16 as well.
Okay.
And it tells you, it's like, oh, this person passed this person. Do you want to watch a replay? And it like goes through with the replay, and then like, the actual announcers are like, oh, this guy, he's not gonna be happy with that pass or whatever.
Yeah.
Some shit like that. But it was good. It was a solid game so far. It just gives me anxiety.
That's
Yeah, 'cause
how it
there's a
is
lot of
with
stuff to manage real time.
yeah. That's how it is in the football ones. Like when you're the owner and you're in charge of all the concessions, setting prices, setting ticket. Then you have to pick on the calendar what days to do special events. Like you have to give out bobbleheads. So what day are you giving out bobbleheads?
Right.
Depending on what your team is, you have to give out X amount of stuff per year,
Right.
and that goes into the cost. And it's like, hey, you're in this stadium. It's X amount of years old. Time to start working on some upgrades. You have enough for this budget to upgrade either the bathrooms
Right.
or to add a new TVs, and you got to okay. Well, how much money did I make? Not enough because your team sucked dick this year, so you can only do
Right.
this. So and so wants out of his contract. We got to go talk to him, and it's all just simulating all these different problems essentially.
Yeah,
But,
and you also have to manage the pit crew and what you want them to focus on. So if you want them to get
it's
faster, or if
yeah.
you want them to be more efficient or whatever, like you have to manage
Yeah.
that. You
because
have,
this one you manage coaches, both head coach, offensive coordinator,
Oh my
defensive
God.
coordinator. Oh yeah, and it'll tell you what their strength and weaknesses are,
yeah.
and then you go to special teams, what their strength and weaknesses are.
Oh,
and
like
you can
actual
get rid of them.
football, like NFL.
Yeah, like NFL.
I thought you were talking about soccer. Sorry.
no,
Football
that's
Manager is
how it
also
is.
on Game Pass.
Yeah, that's how it is. No, I'm talking about in Madden. That's how they used to have it
Oh, okay.
in Madden. Yeah,
And then they also have yeah, you should definitely check it out if
I
you're
might
into
try
that.
it.
If you're into
Yeah.
that type of stuff, especially F1.
it's fun.
You can't create a team and like
Oh,
go
in
in
this one
there.
you can't.
Yeah,
you
you're just
can't-
picking an
yeah.
existing team and going.
Because I remember in one Madden I had
should have picked the easy route. With
a
Red
long
Bull.
time ago. I picked up fucking right when Brett Favre was still playing. This is like old Madden.
Oh my God.
I actually traded off half my team to get Brett Favre as my quarterback. Yeah, I was like, hell yeah.
Speaking of
There
which,
you go.
you said you bought MLB The Show.
I have MLB the show.
23.
I think it's 23. I don't remember
It's on
if I
Game Pass.
bought it or if it's on Game Pass.
It's on Game Pass.
No, because I have it on my PlayStation.
Oh,
So I
okay.
think I bought it.
Yeah, it's on Steam. It's on Game Pass for free.
It's fine. I still play the shit out of that game
It's a
too.
good game. But no, I was enjoying F1 Manager. But like I said, it took me 3.5 hours of gameplay,
Yeah,
and it was just anxiety filled, inducing.
I might check it out.
Fucking, because the race is going, bro. Like,
Yeah,
ugh.
I need to figure out how to hook up both my systems
What?
so that I can just toggle somehow back and forth. Is that?
It's a HDMI switcher. You plug all your HDMI's in. You plug up an out to your TV or whatever you're playing on. And you just press the little remote. The remote controls down there. I have a new one. That's why I took that one out.
Okay.
I have a new one. That one, they both auto switch. But you can, like, I have.
What do you mean auto switch?
So like whenever you turn one system on, it automatically goes to that input. And
Oh,
then
see, that's
so,
what I
like,
need. Yeah.
I've got the Xbox, the PS5, the Steam Deck, and the Switch all going through that hub. So whenever I turn one on, it automatically.
Like I don't have my Switch hooked up on my HDMI yet.
Yeah, you can just put them all on there. I'll give you the power cable and all that stuff.
All right, cool.
There you go. Figured it out for you. But yeah, man.
So I need you around for my setup, bro.
Oh, I'm just fucking.
Yeah. Tell me what I need to buy, bro.
All right. I want to get rid of this podcast room.
I need a chair too.
I want to get rid of. I'll sell you my chair.
I don't want that. I don't like those racing ones.
I want
to get me like an. Travis was talking about earlier, but like he wants to get like an executive like.
Yeah.
Office chair. Those are the ones I want because they just feel better.
I want
those fucking feel uncomfortable.
I want the Herman Miller, like $2,000.
I want what fucking President Trump is sitting in.
Yeah. He's sitting on a throne of bitches, bro.
Bitches, bro. He's not even the president right now. Still my
former
president.
Trump.
Former president.
He's still my president, bro. He won the
Hashtag
election.
still my president. Yeah, they stole the election from him.
But what I want to do is get rid of this podcast room in general.
Yeah, why?
Huh?
What are we gonna podcast?
I don't know.
Oh my god!
I just want to because I want a racing sim setup so fucking bad. I want to take those closet doors out, put a screen against that back wall there, and have like the racing sim coming out this way.
Oh, that would be dope.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
and
no,
just
I
have
get
like
it.
the sit down like right
like
there.
You would be facing towards
the closet. Yeah, that's what I want. Just have the HDMI running along the back or whatever. I want to get rid of this fucking podcast so much. Like not like to not do it anymore, but just not to do it in this room.
In this room, yeah.
Yeah.
Time to take out the other room, bro.
My wife wouldn't. She'll fucking murder me, bro.
Which
like, you get 3 rooms in the house?
I'm just saying, bro. Your house.
I'm just saying it's time for me to buy a bigger house.
It's time to buy a bigger
I need a
house, bro.
5-bedroom house.
God damn,
one
just
for
so
racing
2 of the
sims,
rooms,
one for podcast.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I'm working on it.
Remind me to show you a video if I can find it about some dude on a driving simulator. Oh, it's fucking hilarious.
All right.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was about it for me this week, dude. Yeah, nothing crazy. Just was out of work most of it because of COVID, and I'm feeling way better now. And a lot of gaming in bed, especially with the Steam Deck. Steam Deck was like my go-to.
Yeah, for sure. I bet.
And then a lot of watching TV in the background and shit. Oh, my bad. I forgot to mention. We were supposed to watch Constantine for boys' movie night on Thursday, but that's not what we watched. Travis, if you're still listening and if you're still out there, please tell me. Have you ever seen a movie from the mid-'80s called The Barbarians? Yes or no? Because I never wanted to commit suicide so bad in my entire life. It was fucking terrible.
The twin bodybuilders, bro.
Twin bodybuilders.
They thought if Arnold couldn't act, anybody can.
Anybody can act. And I gotta tell you, it had some rapey vibes. It was and it's a canon movie, so all the stunts are performed by like regular people.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was a canon movie. It's terrible.
Yeah, I bet.
Special effects were garbage. It's the 80s, obviously. There was a giant penis monster at some point. They were trying to find this ruby, and they're trying to find their queen. And the way that they found the queen was they put a ruby in the belly button of a girl, and it would have to stick there. Yeah, that's a thing. It's the most terrible fucking acting I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
It was terrible. Absolutely terrible of a movie, and I wish it never existed, to be honest. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. So anyway, that was my week. No working out. Like I said, I was out of it. I'm feeling a little extra thick today, but I'll get back on it tomorrow. Right back on it. Back on that bull like a cowboy.
Back on the grind.
So anyway, what do you want to talk about first this week, bro? We got news out the yin yang.
Did anything happen this week?
There was a lot of that. Well, you said you wanted to ask me a question. All right.
No, we can start with the question.
Let's start with the question.
So I was watching a random clip on TikTok, and the guy asked the question.
Oh boy.
He said, "What would be the last game you ever played?" And he set it up whereas you can pick any game, doesn't matter what console, what anything, from any timeline, from whatever. But this is the last video game you would ever play.
Like, am I quitting? Am I dying?
Either or.
I'm never gonna play video games again. I'm gonna play one more game.
It is the last video game you will ever play. Let's just say once you get done with this video game, once you get bored with the video game, or you just get tired of playing video games, that's it. You don't have to necessarily die, but this is the last video game you would ever play.
So if I was just gonna
And
pick
if you
one
stopped or if you got bored of it, then you're done playing any video games ever,
forever,
forever. So what would be the last video game?
what's your answer? Well, I think you gotta.
I couldn't think of one.
Huh.
Oh my! I feel like it should have been Grand Theft Auto or something, but I wouldn't. I don't know. Like you got to, because to me it's like, what game? It would have to be almost a live service game just to keep going. But at the same time, it's like, what if I get bored of that game? Once you stop, that's it. There's also got to be a game you won't get bored of.
So like,
And you're under the assumption that it's never going to be a bad game. Like, let's say if you enjoy Destiny, it's never going to go downhill. That's what the guy's trying to say.
hard question.
Yeah.
That's a hard question.
Exactly, dude.
Well, while we're talking news, I will
think on it. I'm just asking the question.
Roll it around in my head.
You just let it marinate. You ain't even gotta have the answer this week. You want a week to think about it. You know,
it's a hard question.
It's a good one, dude. Like,
but like that's it.
That's it.
Like if you were to ask the question in a different way, like if you were about to die, you know you're gonna die tomorrow,
right?
Or like at next week or whatever, and you had I mean, other than spending time with family and friends and all that other stuff, if you had one chance to play a video game, what would be the last video game you chose? That's
different.
That's different.
Yeah, because in this scenario that I put forth is you're not dying.
Right.
This is just the last video game you're playing. Like, this is the game you're stuck with, essentially.
I get you.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll that around my noggin
that little brain of yours.
My little brains.
Little brain.
And we can get into the
thick of it.
The thick of it.
Let's see. Let me see what I got first for notes. A couple of layoffs.
Oh shit!
Again,
some more.
Always. Let's just go with layoffs, dude.
Let's start off with the layoffs.
We
dude.
love
Bad
layoffs,
news for people.
right?
Good news for the podcast.
So Insomniac had a little game come out called Spider-Man 2.
Marvel's Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man
2 was the one that came out on PS3 and it sucked. No, it was
okay.
Right.
Marvel's Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Already in the conversation of Game of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
I mean, it's one of the big three for this year. Game of the Year. It's this one, Baldur's Gate, and Zelda. Big three, right? Well, no, I think now the Alan Wake's getting some steam on it.
Oh, yeah.
Again, I'm not an Alan Wake guy. I have no idea. Like,
I downloaded it.
Yeah,
I played the intro,
bitch.
and I'm just like, oh, fuck. No,
But
Remedy
anyway,
can make some games.
Insomniac did some layoffs this week, even though they just made a fuck ton of money on this video game.
Who did they actually fire? Like quality control people? Because do they really need them anymore now that the game's out?
Yeah, and that's the way I see it. Is I think the people they are letting go are the people that, hey man, your job's done.
Insomniac.
Thanks.
I'll look this up while you're.
But yeah, that's all I read was Insomniac had some layoffs. I didn't get the percentage of people or how many. But the article I looked at didn't even say a number, like how many.
Oh, somebody deleted that post.
What are they trying to hide, bro? Same with Bungie. They had some layoffs this week also.
Well,
along with Bungie, but Bungie's going through some shit right now, I assume, because they also pushed back the Final Shape DLC for Destiny 2.
Which is supposed to be the last DLC,
the last
expansion.
because I think once Marathon drops, that's what they're shifting focus to, and they're done with Destiny.
Yeah,
but
I heard some people played some of like the extraction shooter, like Twitch streamers were playing it, and they did not like it.
Yeah, but that DLC got pushed back to June 2024 next year, and Marathon itself got pushed back to 2025 because again, what he said was they got their hands on the game and they were like, "This is hot garbage." It's no dead drop from Dr. Disrespect.
Oh, I mean, it's not going to happen. That game's not coming out.
Yeah, it's never.
Have they even any status updates on that? I feel like the last time I asked you about that was like June.
Yeah, they had another update like literally 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's all internal stuff. That's the weird part. Because they constantly want all these people who have access right now to just be testers for it. But yeah, it was kind of a bigger, I guess, event that he had for the internal guys.
So apparently, Insomniac hasn't come out and said anything about the layoffs.
No.
No, it is reported.
Yeah.
Reportedly, allegedly,
Oh,
they
allegedly.
laid people off,
Mm.
and that was 4 days ago.
Mm.
But
What are they trying to hide, bro?
they haven't really said.
Yeah, they don't want
much.
that backlash off this $1 million game they just put out.
Game. But yeah, on the Bungie stuff, was it the Witch Queen? Didn't
Destiny's
do so
done,
well.
bro. Huh?
Witch Queen didn't do so well. It didn't review well.
Lightfall.
Lightfall.
That's the current one.
That's the current one. No, it was after that. I played Lightfall.
Lightfall's the current one.
Thought it was the Witch Queen.
No, that was the 4.
Was it?
Yes. Oh my God, Google it.
G2 expansion.
Want to make a bet on it, bro?
No.
Exactly. It's how. What's the word I'm looking for? Right, I know I am. How much confidence I have in my answer. Witch Queen, then Lightfall. Yeah, look it up, bro. What's it say? Read it aloud for the whole class to hear.
I gotta I don't know. I'm on like the Epic page or something.
Oh my God.
Wikipedia. So major expansions. Year 2 is Forsaken, then Shadowkeep, Beyond Light, Witch Queen, Lightfall. You're right.
I know I
And the
am.
final
I know. I just wanted to just say it out loud.
Oh, you're correct.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
You're correct. Anyway.
Right. 1 in 10 times.
Lightfall.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, Lightfall didn't. Anyway, Witch Queen and Lightfall didn't review so well.
I feel like people liked Witch Queen. People did not like Lightfall.
That's what it was. You're right.
Yeah. I feel like they did not like it.
They didn't review so well.
It did
and
not.
then, yeah, just not doing so hot. And,
the game was so bad that like 2 weeks in with the strand power, the new power that everybody got, instead of everybody playing through and doing all the missions, collecting all the fragments to unlock everything one at a time, they literally said, okay, next update, everyone just has all the powers unlocked already.
Yeah.
And we have to buff it as best we can because it was shit. You weren't killing nothing with the strands. And the thing is, in order to traverse the land and even just walking around planets and missions and stuff, you needed the strand to just zoom around. It was not cool. Like, it's dumb.
I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, I hopped off. I think Witch Queen was the last one. Yeah, Witch Queen was the last one. So 2 years ago.
No, I played Lightfall a couple weeks ago. That's the only reason I know. And I'm like, this is hot garbage.
I remember I was thinking it was Witch Queen was more recent because at the end of Witch Queen they were setting up for Lightfall. So you're going like a lot of Tron stuff.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
That's all it is Tron shit. It's not cool.
Like a bunch of like neon lights everywhere and whatnot. Yep. So layoffs at Bungie. Yep. Layoffs at allegedly at an Insomniac. Allegedly. Yeah. So far.
Shit being pushed back.
Yeah, Marathon getting pushed back. I mean, I could have told you that was gonna, you know.
Could you though?
It didn't look like it was gonna be great.
Okay.
An extraction shooter. That was a first-person shooter experience on like PC back in the day. Marathon. Yeah. It wasn't an extraction or like anything like that. It was more like a Doom, like Quake clone type thing. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, where the gun is just like sitting in the center.
Right.
Yeah, that type of shit.
It's weird. I feel like the extraction shooter is getting more. People are leaning more into it.
I mean, it's cool.
They had it in the Division. They added it to Call of Duty.
Yeah. How's that doing, by the way? How's that doing?
The new one, the campaign, everybody's dogging on it. But the multiplayer isn't out yet. I think it's next week. I think a week later or whatever.
Yeah, stupid. Release the full fucking game already.
Yeah, that's weird, dude. Like, don't just give you the campaign. Like,
especially if you got to pay like $70.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean?
Too late. They already got your money, bitch. And I'm on though. I'm playing.
It's terrible.
Playing that shit. Yeah, I'm just done with Call of Duty.
Same.
After the last one, when I realized they want you to play their way, like, yeah, I don't want to play that style, dude. Like, I don't run and gun, man. Sorry.
I was out on that last one as well. I was like, I'm good.
But yeah.
What else you got? What do I have? I've got.
That's all I had.
Layoffs. Why are you only bringing bad news, bro?
Cause good cop, bad cop.
Good cop, bad cop. All right. Tekken had a lot of characters shown off this past week.
Yes, they did.
A lot, bro. They had what?
Like
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
5 characters shown off this week.
5.
Am I wrong? Devil Jin,
Devil Jin. Yep.
right? Zafina,
Zafina.
Lee Chowlin.
Lee Chowlane. Yep.
You had Alyssa Boskanovich.
Yep. The robot girl.
And a new character,
Vincent.
Vincent?
Victor.
Victor
I knew it started with a V.
Chevalier.
Chevalier. He is
No.
French.
Chevalier.
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 Chevalier. Like
Chevalier.
Croissant, but Vince
Croissant.
Victor Chevalier.
Croissant.
Croissant. So yeah, they showed off a bunch of characters. What do you think about that roster so far, man? It looks pretty stacked.
I think they only have one more slot left on the roster. And that's it for the initial roster. Obviously, you're going to have DLC characters. They're going to bring out most likely guest characters because that was such a big hit last year or last game. It looks good. I mean, my character's in the game, King. So, Kang. I still wanted Akuma in the game just because he was so polarizing in that game. Like, we fucking hated it.
Yeah.
And I loved it. I want Akuma in every fighting game. Every fighting game.
And he deserves to be in every. He's a Monster Hunter.
Deserves to be in every fighting game.
He's a Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter's not even a fighting game, bro.
Like Riot's fighting game, Akuma should be in it. Fucking Smash Bros, Akuma should be in it.
But Jin's in it.
Yeah.
And Ken and Ryu.
Exactly. It could have been Akuma. Easily.
It should have been Akuma.
Air Fireball. Whatever. But yeah, no, the roster looks solid. For the most part, everybody's happy with the roster. Like I said, there's still one more slot. People are under the assumption that it was going to be a new character, but then Victor got shown off, and they're like, okay, it might be a returning character.
So how many new characters have been shown so far? I know 2 for sure.
I think it's Victor.
The mom.
What do you mean the mom?
Was it Jin's mom? Isn't
Jin? June.
June?
Yeah, well, she's been in games before. She's a
okay.
returning character. No, it's the Colombian girl, the coffee girl. I want to say Colombian, but I think she's like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's a coffee girl. Who was the new one? I figured there was one more that was new.
So there's gonna be probably one more.
There's probably gonna be one more. Like 4 from the get go sounds good.
Yeah, and then they do two new characters and 2 returning.
Well,
characters.
usually in the DLC packs, there's 5 to 6 characters.
Right.
Usually one of them for sure is a new character, but usually 2 characters new, and then 4 returning plus stages.
My character's in the game,
that.
so I don't care.
Who's your character, buddy?
Law.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's definitely in the game.
He's been in there since Tekken 2.
I think it was Forest Law in the original. Then now it's Martial Law. This the son, I guess.
Yeah,
I think something like that. Might be brother.
It's Tekken 1 or Tekken 2 that his initial appearance.
Tekken 1. Law's been in it, but again, I think it was Forest Law. Now it's Martial Law. So yeah, it's been a law in every game.
Bruce Lee knockoff.
It's
baby.
Bruce Lee, dude. Exactly.
Bruce Lee. That's all you need to know.
That's all you need to know.
Say
bro.
less. My favorite thing to do in the fucking original was to do a little step up, and he would do a backflip and land on you like a body slam.
Yeah. No, but King's badass, dude. I like King. I'm excited for this game.
Yeah, man. It's looking good. The roster's looking fat.
It's
for sure.
It's a solid roster.
Speaking of oh no, we'll get to that. Never mind. I almost got ahead of myself.
Ooh.
About to do roster expansions.
Excited.
Starfield is going to be adding FSR 3, which is the newest AMD technology with the frame generation.
Okay.
Because right now it currently has FSR 2. That's going to be it's going to be in an update later on.
Later.
Right. And then this week they're going to be testing the DLSS frame generation update for Starfield on Steam. So it's getting closer and closer for the DLSS stuff. And for some reason, that game is just poorly shit optimized.
Yeah.
And it runs like garbage. And, and then all the loading screens and stuff, of course, because the engine is ancient. So, like, adding in DLSS is, like, the least of their worries. They need to learn how to, like, make new style of game. I don't know.
Right. It's very basic.
Yeah.
Like, when you play it, it's very basic.
Yeah, it's very basic. And
I mean, space, but there's no aliens. Like,
there's no aliens.
What?
There's alien life forms.
What?
Like animals, but
yeah,
no alien races. It's not like Mass Effect.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking. Like Mass Effect. Oh damn.
Yeah, which is a bummer because I feel like a lot of those alien races added to like the lore.
It made it feel more like a space game?
Yeah, no.
Because this one is just everybody's human.
Everybody.
Really? Like, we're not this kind of people. We're not. We like to kill each other.
I'm just. I was hyped for the game, and now I'm just.
Yeah, I did literally every fucking faction mission, and I never even did the main story campaign.
Never went back to it either.
I never went back to it. I have yet to go back to it. But I'm like that with a lot of games, dude. Like once I beat Spider-Man and that weekend, done.
You spent $70 on a game
done,
to play for 2 days?
Done. I beat that bitch in 2 days. I was like, all right, that was fun.
Like, oh, I'm done. I was like,
I'd really like Craven in that shit, though, dude. Craven was fucking awesome.
Well, Venom is in the game, by the way.
No shit.
Venom is in the game.
Yeah.
And then so is Carnage.
Yeah. How'd you like the anti-Venom?
That was cool. I like the way it came across.
Yep.
The way they came out with anti-Venom.
Yep.
How did you like
Venom fucked up Craven, bro. It's like, god damn. That shit was not close.
It was not close.
Loved it, dude. Because when you fight Craven, he's got like a health bar and like 3 blips. And then when you fight him as Venom, he's like, health bar, here's 2 blips. Like he was literally weaker. Like, oh yeah. I'll fuck this dude up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about all right, so the game's been out for what, 3 weeks now?
Yeah.
We could talk?
Sure.
All right. But what do you think
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Go.
3, 2, 1. What do you think about Carnage's character?
He was what do you mean a character?
Like Carnage is in the game.
Like as Carnage?
No.
He's the cousin, right? Or some shit?
No, it's Cletus
Yeah, the cousin.
Cassidy or whatever.
Yeah.
The guy. He's the fire starter. He's the one starting all the fires. You got to go fight with what's her face?
The
one from the first game.
I was gonna say Echo, not Echo. Yeah, Yuriko, but she has an actual name.
Yuri.
What's it? Wraith.
Wraith.
Right.
So the last side mission for her is to like go fight him, like to go arrest him or whatever. Cletus, Firestarter, whatever his name is.
Right.
And while you're fighting, you're in a train yard, and cutscene happens, right?
Yeah.
Train's coming. Spider-Man derails the train.
Right.
And it's carrying a symbiote. So he picks up the symbiote. He's like, "Oh, you just started the next fire. I had prophesized it all, or whatever." And like he burns off, and that's the end of his story arc. And Yuri's like, "Well, fucking great. Like, you just let him go, right?"
Right.
She wanted to kill him, but he didn't want to kill the guy, the fire guy, whatever. So like you let him go, you let him escape, and now he's got a fucking symbiote. And he's like, "Well, how are we gonna find him?" I was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna search." She's like, "Oh, I'll search all the names he goes under," and the last one was Cassidy.
See, I remember that part.
And I was like, "Oh, fuck."
Yeah.
So I was stoked.
No, you say he has a cousin named Cletus Cassidy.
No, they were gonna go under all of his aliases.
Oh, okay, I understood it.
And then it was like 5 different names that he went under.
I do remember hearing Cassidy though. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah, it was dope. So I was excited.
Which makes sense.
Mr. Negative given the anti-venom suit, that was
dope as well.
That
dude. That's a character arc right in of itself.
Right there, that one mission was a character arc
bro.
of itself.
Yeah.
Miles's character did well throughout the whole game. I still cannot stand the fact that he cannot pronounce Spanish words properly. It just sounds like a black kid trying to speak Spanish when he should be pretty
more fluent. Yeah.
But Peter's arc was good. Mary Jane's the most overpowered character in the game. Even at the end when she's fighting symbiotes.
Yeah. She's one-shotting the motherfuckers. Tranking motherfuckers. Like, god damn.
Gangster, bro. Absolutely.
Bitch can't do no wrong.
I like how she became what was it, Scream?
Yeah, when she got the symbiote, yeah.
When she had the symbiote on her, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, oh boy, we're getting real over here. Osborn developing the serum to become Goblin. That's coming.
Yeah.
Third game's gonna be wild. Well, DLC's gonna be wild.
Doc Ock at the very end.
Yeah. It's like even if I did know, you wouldn't.
Yeah, telling you, bitch.
Telling you nothing, motherfucker. I ain't no snitch.
Yeah. So DLC is gonna be good. Yeah.
DLC's gonna be solid.
Which I'm assuming one of them's gonna be Daredevil.
Because they ripped the name off the wall or something like that.
And then he asked the guy about it. And he's like, "Oh, you got to stay tuned." Yeah. All right, bro.
So FSR getting added into Starfield, and DLSS in a further update coming soon. And then we have BlizzCon. Bum, bum, bum,
The little
bum.
convention that could.
They just got bought out, so I don't even think those conventions are going to happen anymore.
Oh, they will.
I mean, they still do Minecon or whatever, Minecraft Con.
Sure.
They still do that, even though Microsoft bought them out.
Yeah, no, BlizzCon's still going to be a thing. It's super fucking popular. Like Phil Spencer was there too. Did his little speech.
What'd you see? I didn't watch it. I just got the news from it. So tell me
several
what you saw.
announcements. Again, it's still super, super popular. Like just all the stuff they had set up, and they say when you walked around the venue, each of the major IPs had their own little unique layouts and stuff. Like if you walk to the World of Warcraft area, they had the giant sword from the game inside, like a giant thing, and it's like, what sword? It's like a play on because at one point they did an interview with Asmongold, and at the end of one of the fucking expansions, this giant god is basically on. Here's the planet of Azeroth,
right? And
he's like a galactic-sized guy. And what he did was he grabbed a sword and he rammed it into the planet. But then, you know, one of the heroes on Azeroth stopped it, but the sword still plunged a little bit into the ground. And they dispatched the fucking god. But it was like 3 or 4 expansions ago, and they never mentioned the sword again, or what it did, or what happened. Right. And they assume it's on the other side of the planet from where Kalimdor is in Eastern Kingdom. It's on the other side of Azeroth, because Azeroth is the name of the planet.
Right.
And so Asmongold was like, so what's up with the sword? Like, are we ever going to see what's on the other side of Azeroth? And then the guy was like, what sword? Like, played it off, like, I don't, like, what sword? And so that's been like a running joke, like a meme for Asmongold.
Right.
So when they show up to BlizzCon this year, that they had that giant sword on display, like it was like 20 foot tall. Oh. And it literally just says, what sword? And then when the guy came out to start talking about the first expansion for World of Warcraft, what was it called? The something within?
War Within.
The War Within. He came out with a shirt that literally said, what sword? And Asmongold's fucking losing his mind. He goes, I got to get me that shirt, bro. Like, I got to get that shit. It's pretty funny because they're memeing him.
And they're memeing him,
like, he's very popular in the World of Warcraft community, you know? Yeah. But, they announced the next 3 expansions. It's all going to be one narrative-driven overall story arc around Anduin, the Boy King from the Alliance side. And the first is called The War Within. We don't know too much about the lore, but apparently we're going, I guess, to like the Night Elf place or some shit. I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. There's a lot of quality of life updates. They did go into detail about what they call delves, which are going to be like small groups that you can go into. It's like not really a dungeon, but it's not really a scenario. It's supposed to be like a median in-game focal point. They also talked about how people treat alts in the game. Like everybody has alts in the game, like everybody. And they go, it kind of sucks that if you, let's say you unlock all this stuff with your alts or on your main character, and you start with your alt, everything's locked again.
Right.
Like, we don't want you to play the game and have to do everything second and or third or fourth time. So now everything you do on your main is pretty much going to be unlocked account wide. What you could do is you can also have warbands, which is for your own personal account. So it would be you and then all your alts in the warband, and y'all share everything.
Right.
You share renown, achievements, experience,
transmogs,
all your transmogs, all your flight points. It's just, again, it's all just good shit that you're sharing. Because again, they're like, hey, if you're playing on an alt, like, it shouldn't be a chore to do all these things again. But they also got rid of fuck, I forgot what they called it. Anyway, so now when you play, let's say you're on your main, and let's say you're on a different server, we could play together. That's a normal thing. But now they got rid of the time restrictions, I guess is what they called it. For like mythic runs, like whenever a new dungeon came out or a new raid, they would have certain lockouts for whichever time zone you're in, so that whenever the world's first race would start, it would nobody could gain an advantage because you're locked out time wise or whatever. So now they're like, well, hey, if you're in a guild and somebody's in a different server, like you can't run it because they're locked out because they're in a different time zone. So now they're getting rid of that completely. So now your guilds are literally just from whatever time zone, whatever fucking server they want to be from.
Right.
So you could be playing on your own server with your friends, and then I'll be over here with the guild that's on this server. And if you want to play with me, I can literally recruit you to the guild, and you never have to leave your server, but you're still in my guild.
Right.
Instead of the guilds being per server.
Right.
So now, and the reason they want to do that is because they want the best of the best to do progression type shit. And they don't want certain people to feel left out like, oh, I have to be on this server. I have to roll up this character
Right.
in order to make it into this guild. They don't want that anymore. They're really pushing that you should be able to play this game the way you want to play it and not have to be bogged down by logistics that were from an archaic time of when we created this game.
Right.
And it's the same with the alts. Like when they made World of Warcraft, they didn't take alts into account. Like that's why a lot of the stuff is like, yeah, man, you got to just redo it again. It's an alt, whatever. He goes, but how fun is it for you to unlock every flight path and then have to do it all over again?
Yeah.
And that's what they're trying to get to. Is like it's not fun. Like it's not fun whatsoever.
Right.
And that was the warband stuff. So a lot of just everything's getting crossed over. Everything's doing all the things. So
they announced 3 expansions.
3 expansions: the
So
War
that was the first
Within,
one?
Midnight, and then something else.
Midnight.
They only went in depth on the War of.
Right. And then the last Titan, and I think that's what the what sword?
Yeah, I think that's what it comes. That's what everybody's saying because that one they just said that the Titans are returning back to Azeroth, which we've had lore with them, but.
So in the final expansion of the World Soul Saga, players will return to the wintry lands of Northrend and revisit Ulduar.
Yep.
There, players will witness the return of the fabled Titans and uncover a vast conspiracy that stretches throughout the history of Azeroth and challenges everything we know about the Titans.
Yep.
Overall, this feels like a huge shift for World of Warcraft. It's hard not to be excited, as it seems like things are finally beginning shaking up instead of being the same old standard release of new expansion with a new level cap, new zones, and dungeons. I'm sure we'll get more information over the course of BlizzCon, whatever, blah, blah, blah. That's from Destructoid.
Yeah. And even just the talents themselves, they're revamping it. And of course, they're going to have different trees, but each class has like a handful of spells that are just iconic to that class.
Yeah.
Regardless if you're DPS, healer, or tank. It's just you have iconic whatever for those classes. And they said now when they redo the talents, you automatically get those handful of iconic stuff, and then you can just go into whatever tree you want to. And if you want to blend it into 2 different trees, if you want to blend it into 3 different trees, you do have that option or whatever.
Right.
And again, it's just they're trying to get it to a point where just play what you want to play, man. So it's like it's good. Like to me, it was all positive stuff. And then they talked about WoW Classic or whatever. That was the only cool thing about WoW Classic is some new classes they're adding in runestones, and with the runestones you can make certain classes into different specs. Like a shaman was either a DPS or healer, but with the runestone you can now rune them and spec them, and they'll unlock a handful of skills so they could tank. So now you can have a shaman tank, you can have a warlock tank, and on the flip side, mages were all DPS. But now you can spec them, and now you have a mage healer. Yeah. So but that's only on Classic WoW, which I think the level cap in that is level 25 right now.
Okay. They're on Wrath of the Lich King right now, right?
Yes, and they announced Cataclysm is going to be the next one for WoW Classic.
Take me back to 2010.
Yeah, 2010, yeah. And they're adding in a completely new raid. Never before. It's a 20-man raid for Black Fathom Depths. And he goes, I know it's 20 man. It's a 20-man raid, or I think a 10-man raid. Might be a 10-man raid. So it's a brand new 10-man raid because Black Fathom Depths was a dungeon. It was never a raid. And he goes, you face this boss, and he names them. I don't remember the names. He's like, you name like whoever. He's like, you know exactly what skills and abilities he has, right? Like we all know, tank him, guide him here, DPS, and then pull him here to this corner, DPS, and then pull him back to the middle, DPS. 3 phases, you're done. He goes, y'all can try that. It ain't gonna work. He's like, all the bosses are completely different now. They're actual like full on raids, and they hope that once they get this one down, they're gonna start adding in more in-game raids. So the in-game content in classic WoW feels like there's always something to do. Like, because right now, them kids is bored. They're fucking bored with classic WoW. Like, there's nothing new came out with it. So
Right.
they're hoping this kind of spices up things and whatnot. But from what I saw, it was all brand new, good shit for World of Warcraft. I saw they need for Overwatch was the Maui dude.
Maori, yes.
What's his name? Mauga.
Mauga.
That's a stretch, right, from his name and what his people are. Wow.
Mauga. Tank. Tank class, dual chain guns, Gatling guns.
Gatling guns, okay.
Yeah, dual Gatling guns. One sets opponents on fire. The other one crits opponents that are on fire. He's got a charge, like a charge through, knocks players back, whatever. And then his ult, I believe he puts down a totem that like locks opponents into that area, like
nice,
binds
like
them
a
to
taunt.
that area.
Like an AoE
just
taunt.
locks them in. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
so
nice.
if you're in the lane, you just throw it down and just sticks them right there if they're right where they need to be. He looks pretty dope. He looks like a mix between like Roadhog. Oh, he heals whenever he forget what the ability is. Whenever I gotta look it up. I think he heals. He can heal himself. So he's got a
Roadhog.
He's got like a self heal, but it's like with damage.
Oh, okay. Damn, nice. Even better.
With damage, if I remember correctly.
He has to do crit damage.
Abilities. Okay, here it goes. We're gonna look at Forbes. This one. So here's his. He's got an incendiary chain gun and then a volatile chain gun, automatic weapon that crits burning enemies. Right.
Mm-hmm.
His ability is Overrun. You charge forward and stomp to launch enemies. You are unstoppable while charging.
Nice.
Unstoppable. And he's got Cardiac Overdrive. Nearby allies take reduced damage and heal by dealing damage. Oh, it's nearby.
Oh, nice. Even better.
Yeah, even better. His passive is he gets temporary health when dealing critical damage. So as long as you're hitting incendiary or inflamed enemies or whatever, you're getting temporary health.
Nice.
Temp HP. And then his ultimate is Cage Fight. Deploy a barrier that traps yourself and enemies. Gain unlimited ammo while inside. God. So, I mean, the guy looks like Bam Bam.
Yeah.
Tatted up. Got the leg tats and the arm tats and stuff. Looks pretty cool, man. Looks like a cool character.
Yeah.
I'm glad that the Maoris are getting some love in video games nowadays, huh?
Yeah.
Finally getting one. Well. Yeah, one.
I'm trying to think. I feel like there's another game that had a Maori character, but I don't remember. I would think Tekken would have one. You know? Because they're going all around the world. Like, we badass have like a Maori fighter. No, that's it, right? Yeah.
Not a lot. Nothing popular.
Nothing, yeah. The only other one is there is one in well, he's Samoan, which is the same, no?
Same.
It's in Apex Legends.
Oh, that's right, brother.
Yeah, brother. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gibraltar. I was gonna say Gibby. That's his nickname. Gibby. Get that Gibby old, bro. But yeah, he's in there too. So yeah, they are getting some love, man. Finally.
Mauga looks fucking dope, though.
Yeah.
But it's too bad I don't play Overwatch.
I don't play Overwatch, bro. Yeah, sucks to suck, bro.
Don't play Overwatch anymore.
I know they announced some Hearthstone shit, but again, I don't play Hearthstone, so I ain't give a fuck.
They did a new expansion for Hearthstone. And then they did an expansion for a Diablo.
Diablo 4.
All right. What'd you see on that one, man?
Well, first of all, it comes out next year.
Yeah, late next year.
Late next year.
I mean, hold on. Soon TM.
Soon TM, yes. They said that they're going to introduce a new class that has never before been in a Diablo game.
Kind of like that Death Knight, or what was it? The Vampire
The
Knight?
Vampire Death Knight?
Yeah, what was that fucking character called?
I forgot what it is, but that's That's a Diablo game, so it's
Yeah.
never. It's not that.
I mean,
I'm thinking it's gonna be some gun-toting artificer dude, and I'm with it if I give me some dual pistols. Pow, pow,
all right. So it
pow,
hasn't
pow.
been. It hasn't been in. It
In a
hasn't been in a Diablo game
Diablo
before.
game, yeah.
So let's take a look back. See what we got. We got barbarians, paladins, necromancers, witch doctors. We had
Rogue,
crusader.
Crusader,
We had a rogue,
Monk,
monk,
Amazon,
an Amazon,
Sorcerer, and Wizard.
sorcerer, and wizard. So
Yeah.
what could it possibly be?
Exactly. Like that's again, it has to be something like something mechanical almost. Like an artificer.
What if it's an actual like demon?
Okay. I was thinking I kind of wanted it to be like a Death Knight. That was me. Like or a Death Paladin or a Dark Paladin.
Yeah, but they're
Like,
not
that'd
gonna
be
do
cool.
paladin because paladin's already been in the game.
Not dark ones though.
Not dark ones, correct?
Yeah.
What was that new Diablo Immortal type?
Yeah,
Damn.
what is that? What is that called?
Because he turned into a demon, right?
Yeah. Blood Hunter? No.
Blood Knight.
That's what it was?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I was so close.
Blood Knight. That's
All right,
what
so
it
it's not
is.
gonna be that.
So it's not a vampire,
No.
basically.
We're already fighting vampires right now.
All right, so
I'm telling you, it's gonna be an artificer, dude. Someone that's crafting something mechanical.
but machinery doesn't really exist in the game
Exactly. It's gonna be something new.
because they had an artificer.
You know what?
and-
Look up classes from Path of Exile because they're gonna steal something from there.
There's no classes.
Okay.
They have like starting professions like Scion,
Templar.
Ranger, Templar, shit like that.
Okay.
Berserker, whatever.
But Berserker.
Man,
Yeah. What else? I mean, they've literally hit on all the big fantasy-esque tropes, with the exception of an artificer or a literal golem, like a mechanical golem.
because Artificer was in Torchlight.
Sure.
Torchlight had an artificer.
But there's been several artificer type characters, like a gun lance from fucking Monster Hunter. He was a lancer, but he fucking turned that bitch into a shotgun.
Right. Could it be?
I'm just gonna say it's something with gunpowder. I'm calling it right now. Something with gunpowder.
Gunpowder. What would you consider the rogue from D3? Because they were throwing grenades.
It's still a rogue.
But they were throwing
Grenades.
grenades, though.
That's true.
They
So
had,
there's
like
black
literally
powder.
one of the basic abilities was
Think of like a witch hunter is what I'm thinking from Warhammer. They walk around with a sword or a rapier
and a one pistol.
and a pistol, flintlock pistol. Put it away, sword, sword, sword.
Let's go with that. I like that.
Witch hunter?
Witch hunter.
I'm saying artificer, witch hunter, something with black powder pistols.
Witch hunter. That sounds like a good class right there.
Yeah, that sounds dope, right?
Yeah. That sounds like
Witch
a good
hunter was
class.
fun in fucking that one MMO from Warhammer. R.I.P. Warhammer MMO. Circa 2008.
Speaking of which, a new Warhammer game comes out this week. Age of Sigmar. Are you gonna play that?
Huh?
Warhammer Age of Sigmar comes out this week.
What do you mean?
There's a game that comes out this week. A video game.
You're mistaken, guy.
Am I mistaken?
Warhammer Age of Sigmar is the name of the product.
No, Warhammer. All right.
It's got to have something else attached to it.
Realms of Ruin.
Realms of Ruin. There you go. RTS. Yes. I'm not going to play it.
No.
No. I'm not big into RTSs. I think it's RTS.
Did it already come out?
Something. No. Ruins of Avalon. No. What the fuck is that game? What did you just say?
Realms of Ruin.
Realms of Ruin.
It says October 9th is when it released.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking.
I thought it came out November. Am I tripping?
No, you're tripping. They are working on an MMO.
Oh, no. Yeah. Realms of Ruin comes out November 17th. I'm tripping. Yeah, November 17th.
Right. You're talking about the same game, guy.
Same game, yeah.
I'm not going to play it. No. The beta was in October. That's what it was.
Oh.
Yeah, because I think Victor tried to get me to play it, but I didn't play it. Because it's like a tactics game or some shit.
Yeah, it's RTS.
Yeah, I didn't really like it.
But that's what you do in the fucking actual tabletop game that you're playing. It's RTS.
Right.
So why wouldn't you play the video game?
I don't know. Don't want to play it on a video game. Rather play tabletop, dude.
I'm just wondering.
It's weird, dude. Yeah.
I'm just wondering. I'm gonna look at the trailer here while we're just talking
Yeah.
shit.
It's good. I mean, it's a Warhammer.
Looks all
I'm
right.
just waiting on the MMO.
Not gonna happen, bro. It's over.
No, they're working on one
It's over for
from
you.
Jackalops.
Jackalops,
Yeah, Jackalops.
who did Rift.
No, one of the main guys from Rift, the company, he's on the team now.
Oh, okay.
But the problem is they haven't announced what they're doing, so you don't know if it's Warhammer Fantasy, Warhammer Age of Sigmar, or Warhammer 40K. And I'm gonna be real disappointed if it's not.
40K.
No.
40K's got a video game coming out soon. Space
Yeah,
Marine
there's
3?
too many 40Ks. I don't want an MMO for 40K.
Dark Tide is garbage.
I want fucking MMO Warhammer Fantasy so that I can play a warrior priest or a witch hunter.
What about a priest for Diablo 3?
That was the other
Diablo
class
4.
I said. I was like, there was another one I said. I was like, I said priest or cleric, and that was the one Morris like, oh, I could definitely see it being that.
A priest,
Yeah, I said
for
priest
sure.
or cleric.
Yeah, cleric
Yeah.
could make it.
Same thing. Yeah,
Cleric
those are
or
my
priest.
three.
I
Yeah, I said
want to go.
cleric.
I want to go with that witch. Was it witch?
Witch hunter,
Witch hunter.
cleric, witch
Sounds
hunter,
pretty dope.
or artificer. Because there ain't very many you got left.
I feel
bro.
like they need a good range class though, because there's only one, really, and that's sorcerer
And its best build
is
is
a melee.
melee. Yeah.
No, right now it's got some stuff now.
Somebody said, I want a range paladin. What? I want a range paladin. Like, get the fuck out of here.
That's interesting.
But I can see a cleric doing all just caster spells. Holy light, holy damage straight.
Then we get our hammered in back.
Yeah, dude. Oh, I want a hammered in. That'd be dope as fuck.
Because I'm trying to think if they would do another like puppet class. That's what I'm trying to think
Next
of.
with the necromancer?
Yeah,
I mean, that's what the witch doctor was.
right. But it's not gonna be a witch doctor,
Right.
But I was like,
can
if it
see
could be a
puppet.
pet class or puppet class.
Yeah, again, artificer. He makes golems. Mechanical
True,
robot golems.
true. Artificer would be cool, but I'm gonna go with the witch hunter. That sounds like
The
a
witch
good,
hunter?
That,
That sounds
sounds,
dope
like,
as
that
shit,
sounds
right?
like pretty dope.
Yeah,
Like they
the
could pull it
class
off.
you would play.
Because Blood Knight
already
just
a
also
thing.
sounds dope as well, but it's not.
I
It
wish
hasn't
it was
been in any Diablo game
Stupid
ever.
Immortals. God damn, dude.
But that expansion is what coming out next year, late
yeah,
next year.
late. Yeah, we're gonna be like 2 more seasons into this game.
They also released a ring for every class for tomorrow.
Yeah, the
Tuesday.
malignant rings or whatever.
Yeah,
When did those drop?
Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's weird, right?
and then they also said that they're adding back in greater rifts.
Did they announce it?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes, they did. Thank
Nice.
God. But not, soon TM.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they got it on the board and it's gonna come out eventually.
Should have been in the game day one.
Should have been, yes.
But
That's cool.
good Lord,
Thank you.
the game is getting better.
And we're gonna get leaderboards. We know that.
Yeah.
So that's good.
They finally
Something
put up
for
their
people to
statue of the
play.
first 100 hardcore players that made it to 100.
Yeah. They didn't leave anybody off?
I don't know.
Because I feel like they left
I
people
wasn't
off.
on that list. I'm good.
I was, but whatever.
Okay. You haven't even made it to 100 yet, bro. You give up halfway through.
I'm in my 70s. No, I'm not.
I'm in this.
No, I'm not. I'm like level 63
Yeah.
on my barbarian. It's just not as much. I run. Oh, God. I just run out of fury so much, bro.
You gotta hit things, bro, to get mad.
No, that's the thing. Like I get hit, and it's like it builds fury, but motherfuckers hit me and they die because I have thorns. Like, God damn, dude. Like, but when I play my sorcerer, who's only like level 55, run around. Yeah, I'm in melee, but I use no mana. All I do is just arc lash everything and then surge, and it's just everything goes everywhere. Everything's proccing. I'm just like a walking lightning rod. Like, damn, it feels good, dude. And I just throw a shield up, teleport, fucking Frost Nova. Everything dies. I'm like, damn, it feels good playing this class, but it's melee. I'm like, I don't care.
I care.
Yeah.
But Witch Hunter's like
Sounds dope, right?
sounds fucking. It sounds like Bloodborne.
Sounds dope.
Literally got the. I'm
Yeah.
looking at the poster right now. I was like, yeah,
That's what it sounds like,
that'd
right?
be
Yeah.
sick, dude.
Like you could take range actions, and then if you got to get into melee, you can with a sword or one hander, I should say. It's usually swords.
The rapier or something like that.
Yeah, it's usually a rapier and Warhammer.
Interesting.
A dope class, man. I'm telling you. And they're
dope.
witch hunters. They're heretic, like about just burn them at the stake. They're allowed to carry out. There's in Warhammer world, they're judge, jury, and executioner. When it comes to chaos, they come into your house. Oh, I see you're messing with alchemy. Cool. You're a healer. Cool. What's this satanic circle here?
What's this?
Oh, I was just doing research on it. Research, huh?
Research.
Heretic. Burn the whole goddamn house down.
Stab.
Like, what? Yeah. Yeah. They're fucking nuts, man. I fucking love them. They're just real awesome.
That'd be dope.
Awesome, dude.
Anyway, what else do you want to talk about this week? We got anything else on the docket?
Trying to think of something. No? Think on that last game, bro.
I'm thinking about the last game right now, man.
It's a hard question, bro.
I mean,
there are a lot of good games out there.
That's true. If only better MMOs were out there.
Yeah, because you just stay on MMO.
Just stay on an MMO. Oh, they're going to keep releasing expansions for it?
Huh?
They're just going to keep releasing expansions for this?
Exactly. Yeah, I keep playing this bad.
It's got to be a popular MMO.
Mm-hmm. World of Warcraft, bro. 20 years strong.
But then you would have to, you would get like the problem with World of Warcraft though, is as great as it is whatever, is you had that period from 2011 all the way until about now. And we still don't know if like this next expansion is going to be any good or not, right? Right. So you would have to play through all the shit to get it. You know what I mean? Like you had to play through Mr. Pandaria.
Well, that's just it. You don't have to play it through that. You could, the way the game is now, you can literally just skip those areas.
Right. No, I'm saying
it's
like
pretty good.
That's like if you played now, like right now. But if you have to play like if you started like World of Warcraft is going to be the last game I ever play.
Yeah.
Right. So you got to go through Wrath. You got to go through all that other shit. Cataclysm, where they're at, where they're going to right now, is classic, right? But then like after Cataclysm, it kind of like everybody fell off.
Yeah.
Right. It started losing a bunch of players over time.
But
right?
That's because we grew up.
But it's also because Activision took over Blizzard around that time, 2011, 2012, as well, which is another thing. They just started making shit expansions.
Yeah,
after
that's probably true.
So
that's very true.
You had what? You had Mr. Pandaria, and everybody got fucking mad about the pandas.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had what? Shadow.
Well, there's Shadowlands. There's Battle for Azeroth, Warlords of Draenor, which was dog shit.
Yeah.
The Garrison was the only cool thing about it, but
that was true.
The Garrison didn't do enough. Because guess what? Once that expansion passes, you never go back to your Garrison.
Right.
Dumb.
Right.
Because the entire expansion was about that. And now you don't ever go back to it.
Correct.
And people were like, what the fuck was the point?
Then you had this new one with the dragon race.
The Dragonflight. Dragonflight, which they also announced because the dynamic flying in this one is so good and it's so
really
popular.
Good. It was really good.
They're literally from this forward going expansion-wise, will all have dynamic flight, and they're going to retroactively add dynamic flight into all the original games. So you can go back to Kalimdor, to Orgrimmar, and to the Eastern Kingdom where the old game is at, and you can start dynamic flying there. And for the people who are lazy and they just don't like the dynamic, it's literally going to be a simple toggle. You could toggle it off and on. If you want to do the dynamic flying, or you just want to do the regular old school, what they called BC. Yeah, BC. TBC? No. BCT? Burning Crusade? Yeah, the Burning Crusade. TBC flight, which is when flying was first introduced. They call it TBC flying or dynamic flight. So they're going to add that dynamic flight to everything in old.
When's that coming? With the next expansion?
With the next expansion.
Oh, okay, cool.
Everything's coming with that next expansion.
When's that supposed to drop,
and
though?
Fucking everybody went excited for it. They're like, what the fuck? Yeah. I have no fucking idea. No idea.
Next year sometime?
Yeah.
Soon?
I'm assuming it's next year sometime, yeah.
Soon. Like March, April, somewhere around there.
I think it would be like
May.
First quarter? Late first quarter? Early second quarter.
Heard.
But yeah, people were super excited for that. Like I said, everything that they touched on was all positive type shit. It's like, really? Like now your motherfuckers want to do shit?
That's what I'm just thinking. Like it would have to be like a good.
Make that shit
but
free.
That's what I'm saying. Like you
Make
could
it
start
free, bitch.
If it was gonna be the last game you ever played, that's what I was going to.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you would have to sit through 12
all the
years,
bullshit, yeah.
12 years of nonsense. And like I said, it's on the positive side right now.
Now
we don't know what's actually gonna come out.
Yeah.
Right? Like we don't
like
know.
it sounds all good.
It all sounds good.
But you don't know what's actually going to come with it.
Right. Because
like,
it's
Blizzard.
It's Blizzard.
Granted, now it's supposed to be, Microsoft. But hey, their track record isn't the best.
But the thing is,
either.
they've been developing these 3 expansions long before.
Prior. Oh, yeah.
Long before.
Oh, yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, hopefully they do well.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
man, like right now, off the top of my fuck, it's hard.
And it could be a single game, you know. It could be the fucking God of War. Or
If it
whatever.
was like a universe,
Oh.
I would be like, oh, Fallout all day.
All day. And that's the only games you can play as Fallout.
Only Fallout games.
Yeah.
Because I could do those so many different types of ways. I could do a pacifist run.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you definitely have more free reign on those games. Yeah.
No, I just want to do a pacifist run. I'm just gonna go through and not kill anybody.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a melee run. I will only ever hit things melee, no guns.
But that's like if it was like universe, but like
Yeah,
one
right.
single game. I'm like, oh, tough.
It's hard. Yeah,
Anyway.
just think on that, buddy.
We will. I'll think of it. But anyway, that's all I got for this week. Unless you got more you wanted to add.
No, I don't have anything.
Well,
else.
then where can we fucking find your ass, dog?
Shit, dude. At OS Chameleon with a K.
Underscore comedian.
Oh, at OS underscore Chameleon with a K.
Boom. You can find me on all things social media at OS underscore onslaught. If you want to hit up the podcast, just check out our link tree. Just search for Options Select Podcast. Guys, we love you so much. We appreciate you. We hope you're staying happy, healthy, at least more so than I was this week. And we will see y'all next week for episode 229. All right? Have a good day. Peace.
Peace. Later.